Hi, my name is Kobe. I'm with Superior Fleet Solutions in Seguin, Texas. Today we're going to be looking at my 2024 Ram 5500 with the KMT service body. Let's take a look. So in here is my toolbox where I keep all my tools. Of course, it has the C-Tech box. This is one of my favorite pieces of the truck. In the top drawer, I keep my screwdrivers, picks, and specialty interior tools, stuff like that. This second drawer here, I keep all my pliers, channel locks, vice grips, filter wrenches, and snap ring pliers. Third box here, I keep my ratchets and some Allen sockets, smaller sockets and adapters. In this fourth box here, I have all my power tools. Of course, it's got to be Milwaukee. There is some DeWalt in there, but just what I had to get at the moment. In here, I have my big wrenches, my pipe wrenches, another filter wrench, and my crescent wrenches. In this drawer, I have my 1/2-inch sockets and my large, impact sockets. When I break this out, that's when stuff gets real. In this drawer, I have all my kits, my hammers, my punches, long Allen bits, impact Allens, and my 3/8 sockets that I use for basically everything. This is just storage for some aerosols, some lubricants, MAP gas torch, some hand wipes, some electrical diag and relays and connectors and stuff like that. I also have some O-rings in here, and more electrical equipment as well. Another big rack of wrenches. Got my charger in there, one of my chargers. Also 2 sets of metric and standard crow's feet, starting at 1 1/4 going up to 2 inches. I use these quite a bit. These are magnetic test leads, or I guess test leads, jumper leads, if you will. I have this just stuck on a magnet. These are tool magnets, little trays. You can put nuts, bolts in. I thought they were pretty cool. Pink is one of my favorite colors, so I had to get them. Also have this pretty cool thing. It goes on the bottom of a Milwaukee battery. This one specifically for a 5.0 or 6.0 or 5 amp hour, 6 amp hour. And what it does is just a magnetic cover. You can hang your tool on the side of your truck, trailer, whatever you're working on. You want to show that it will hang a tool 90 degrees by itself. It's not the heaviest tool, but it does hold most of them up pretty good. In this drawer, this cabinet, we have some organization. I have hard parts, miscellaneous stuff, decals, zip ties, more stuff, more dividers and locks for my C-Tech box in there. It's not a whole lot in here because I don't carry a whole lot of hard parts. If I do, customers are buying parts or I'm buying parts and I don't really have a need to store a lot of them. But when I do, I have all the space for it, thanks to Knapheide. This box here keeps kind of all my aerosols, my brake cleaner, my Milwaukee oil pump, my grease gun, and all of my hydraulic fittings. As you can see, I have an exorbitant amount of fittings, and this is only maybe half of what I have. All of that to say I use those fittings a lot. Harbor Freight Special Vise. Cheap, effective. It takes the abuse I put on it. Don't really have any other issues with it. I keep all of my big hammers and my big pry bars in the bumper box. It's extremely helpful when I have a 6-foot hammer or a 6-foot pry bar that I can't store anywhere else and I don't want it in the box or the bed because it'll get rusty. This is probably one of my favorite additions on this truck. Here you have the nice big bumper with the nice steps. It's a great work table. I can lay cylinders out on it. I can lay hoses out on it, match my hoses up, make hoses on it. extremely large bed, carry everything I need to carry in it. I got a load of 12-volt batteries that I'm going to put on tomorrow. This is my crane and compressor box. It has my hose reel. I keep some come-alongs, some of my rigging, chains, straps, shackles. This is probably my favorite part of this, is that I can control my strobes, my compartment lights, my street and curb lights, the crane and compressor, and also the aux settings as well. It's helpful when I'm not in the truck, or if I am out on the side of the road and I need to start my compressor. I don't have to get in the truck and do it that way. It just makes it a lot simpler. This box is kind of empty at the moment. I usually keep a lot of filters and bigger hard parts in here. We do a lot of PMs every other weekend. We do about 12 to 15, and filters take up a lot of room fast. In here, I have my some oil trays, some oil containers, coolant, windshield washer fluid, funnels, stuff of that nature. I call it the oil box because it's oily, keeps all my oil stuff in there. And this box really is for storage at this time. I have my hand washing station. It's a 7-gallon tote for fresh water. Of course, I've got my Dawn dish soap here. If it's good enough for the ducks, it's good enough for me. I just keep my coveralls, my AC gauges. I keep my creeper in here because it just fits. I also keep an extra can of DEF in here. You never know when they're gonna run out in the road. You never know when there's gonna be another gas station or even truck stop that has DEF. I have my jumper cables in here, my harness for when I'm working on boom lifts or any aerial equipment, another bucket. Usually use that for trash or rags and stuff when I'm on a job site. Don't have a trash or can down me. And this is my 2024 Ram 5500 Knapheide KMT.